Welcome to Realtors Architecture 101. Concept to Construction of Real Estate, Part 7. This is an educational course developed by Arthur Nerbas to be used by professional realtors as reference material.
7. Design process. The design process has been standardized in the architectural profession, with specific milestones, deliverables, preliminary client approvals, and payment schedules. A. The pre-design phase is the conceptual design, usually includes the napkin line sketch. B. The site analysis phase is the cleaned-up conceptual design, usually includes the building with roads and surrounding landscaping. C. The schematic design phase are the plans and a minimum of exterior elevations to illustrate the basic form. For example, 3 to 5 sheets. D. The design development phase is further developed with multiple plans, elevations, and sections define detailed form. For example, 15 to 20 sheets. E. The construction documents phase is further developed and refined with multiple detailed plans, elevations, sections, and details. For example, 45 to 60 sheets. Note, the completion of the construction documents, known as CDs, is a significant milestone. Once signed and sealed by the architect, the drawings are formally submitted for a building permit. The authority having jurisdiction will conduct their plan review over a series of resubmittals, as required, and ultimately approved. F. The contractor bidding and construction costs phase involves the bidding process between 3 to 5 general contractors. This traditional phase has been modified in recent years, where developers prefer the selection of a specialized general contractor early on and negotiate a guaranteed maximum price, known as GMP, with a not-to-exceed clause. G. The construction administration phase covers the construction period and the architect's role in administering the construction contract on behalf of the client/developer. The architect will perform site visits and reports to track the progress and payments to the general contractor. Once all punch lists are reviewed and construction is completed, the authority having jurisdiction will send a building inspector to the site for a final inspection and issue a certificate of occupancy. H. The post-construction phase releases the general contractor, and the warranty period begins. I. The supplemental services phase allows the architect to provide design services after construction, such as as-built floor plans. J. The supplemental services phase also includes spec suite and white box renovations, as well as tenant improvements.
8. Design fees. The client developer usually hires the surveyor and civil engineer independently. Otherwise, the design fees are generally administered by the architect as the primary consultant. A. Realtors should be aware of and identify relevant consultants for their real estate specialization, such as the architect, geotechnical, civil, landscape, waterproofing, interior design, accessibility, structural, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, lighting, acoustical, fire protection, kitchen equipment, low voltage, historical, signage, and LED consultants. B. Architects are typically the primary consultant that contracts with the secondary consultants. The architect coordinates consultants to meet the design intent and the primary point of contact with the client developer. C. The fee calculation is commonly a design fee as a percentage of the construction cost. Design fees can also be a lump sum or hourly rate, with a maximum not to exceed. D. Realtors and their clients should understand design fees depend on the scope of work, and not all design phases may be needed. E. Realtors and their clients should understand design fees depend on construction cost, project size, levels of quality, and the construction schedule. F. Maintain a list of qualified licensed professional consultants for your real estate sub-market and building type specialization.
9. Construction costs. The construction costs vary across the United States, with many metropolitan, urban, suburban, and rural submarkets. A. Many sources and construction guides usually identify the occupancy classification and building area to calculate specific construction costs. B. Residential construction costs are very dependent on local markets and labor supply. C. Commercial construction costs become more complex and vary on the construction type, building area, and material quality. D. Tenant improvement construction costs are very specific to the local market and influenced by landlord-tenant improvement allowances. E. It is typical to include construction cost contingencies ranging from 10% to 20%. F. It is also typical to include a general contractor's overhead and profit ranging from 10% to 20%. G. Local, regional, and national construction costs may vary relative to a price index, which is typically the national average. H. Construction costs are commonly subdivided into a Construction Standards Institute master format of 16 divisions. Note, this is the traditional format, pre-2004. Many residential and small commercial contractors favor this format for their projects. I. Since 2004, the CSI master format has expanded to 50 divisions to include new technologies in the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing industries.
9. Construction costs. Building construction costs are not standardized or uniform per square foot of area, which means they can vary considerably with construction quality. Let's take a look at an automobile analogy versus the quality of construction. 1. A super luxury automobile is like a superb building with a 120% premium. 2. A luxury automobile is like a grand building with a 60% premium. 3. A full automobile is like an excellent building with a 20% premium. 4. A intermediate automobile is like a moderate building considered the index. 5. A compact automobile is like a moderate economical building with a 10% discount. 6. A subcompact automobile is like an austere building with a 20% discount.
Thank you for watching Part 7 of this series. Please continue to Part 8.